Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the fog lights on this 2003 Ford F-250 Super Duty, same as any 2001 to 2004. Tools you'll need are 8 and 10 millimeter sockets with a ratchet and 1 inch extension. You could use just 8 and 10 millimeter wrenches, but it would be just take a little longer, I guess. Flat blade screwdriver and a Phillips screwdriver. You just want to change the bulb on one of these fog lights. You reach back, turn counterclockwise, and you can pull the bulb out. Okay, and then the bulb just disconnects from the harness like that and reconnects. Okay, put it back in. Just get it in the hole. Make sure you don't touch it. Okay, get it to seat and turn it counter or clockwise, basically. Lock it in. Okay, if you need to replace the whole assembly, if your light's been broken or something like that, there are 2 bolts up top, and there you can see the back side of the 2 top mounting bolts. Okay, and then down underneath, you'll push up on basically a little shield.
Kind of pull this back.
You can kind of back up in there. You can see the lower bolt right there. I have my finger on it. You see it a little better right there. Okay, if you look between the bumper and grill there, you can actually see my ratchet and hand, and it's pretty easy to reach up in there and get those 2 upper bolts. You need an 8 millimeter socket with a ratchet, and as you can tell here, I'm just kind of speeding through this. These bottom ones, we're using the 8 millimeter socket again, little 1 inch extension. Okay, my ratchet. Okay, so now you'll actually, to get this out, you'll want to remove, if it's broken you probably can just pull it out, but you'll want to remove this pin. Allows you to remove that tab. And the same thing here. Okay, there's a locking pin. Pull that pin down, that out. This is your adjusting screw right here. Okay, and what you can do is you either use a 10 millimeter socket and ratchet or a screwdriver. Okay, I'm just going to speed it up again as I remove that adjusting screw. Bracket comes out. Okay, and now you can bring your light sideways. And you gotta get the angle right. Comes out. New light from 1AAuto. A little different style clips. They're little Phillips screws that, if you unscrew lightly, they come out. Okay, now remove the clip. I'm just going to fast forward here again as I remove that other clip and then remove the adjusting screw, effectively taking the bulb from the taking the light from the bracket. Okay, pull the light out. I'm going to just remove my bulb as well. Put it up top for right now. I'll take the light. Got a two-stage process put through. Push down some. Okay, and get it in. Okay, now I'm going to take my bracket, kind of holding this bolt, put it down on there. Make sure that these ears go in. That goes in there. And start that screw in. Okay, that's started. Line up one of these. Push that through. And you just push these right in. Okay. Over here, same thing. Push this in. Okay, put the little locking screw in. Okay, I'm going to use my old one as kind of a guide. You can see there's about 3/4 of an inch between this surface and where the wear on the threads is. So I'm just going to tighten this up so I have that same 3/4 of an inch here. And that just gives me a good preliminary aim. And then this screw, obviously, the more you go in with it, the more down you're putting your fog lights. And counterclockwise, aim the lights up. Okay, so I'm going to speed through this, not going to bore you, but basically start all 3 of the bolts in first by hand, then use your socket and ratchet, your 8mm socket and ratchet, and a 1-inch extension for the bottom one. Tighten those bolts up, tighten the ones on the top up, then reinstall your bulb, and make sure that your harness is plugged in. And then do the other side and you're all set. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.oneaauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.